Hello students, Mr. Young here. Welcome to Chapter 8. Chapter 8 is simply called the Constitution. And as you might well imagine, that's what we're going to talk about. This little guy right here, the U.S. Constitution. Now you'll see this little copy. You've seen it before. It's just not that big. And that's because when the founders wrote the Constitution, they sort of tried to keep it simple on purpose, because things that are simple tend to work better. There tends to be less mistakes. So don't be intimidated. Basically our course, a crash course of U.S. government with Mr. Young, is continuing into Chapter 8. Now it's only got 2 lessons. The first one is called Principles of the Constitution, and we're going to talk about things like popular sovereignty, enumerated powers, concurrent powers, which are fancy words for relatively simple ideas. I'm going to talk about those checks and balances and the separation of powers in a little more detail. Individual rights, things like that. So this is all very important information, very relevant to you, because you're going to grow to be a voting citizen, and it's good to know what your rights are. So hey, you're learning them here right now in your 8th grade history course. Lesson 2 is called Government and the People. It is essentially a breakdown of what it means to be a citizen, the duties and responsibilities of a citizen, as well as the 3 branches of government, which we've already been introduced to: the executive, judicial, and legislative. So only 2 lessons. We might turn it into 3 days. Lesson 1's got a lot of information in it. I might not want to crash your brains with that all in one day, but we'll see. And I'm feeling like instead of a test for Chapter 8, we'll probably do some kind of current event article / project thing. Nothing too crazy, because the whole chapter could possibly only take 4 days. So look for that in the near future. I'll probably have some kind of current event assignment to finish it off, where you'll be comparing what you've learned in this chapter and find an article that is relevant to that. So you might find an article all about, hey, people aren't good citizens anymore, here's how you be a good citizen. Or maybe something to do with, they're always talking about checks and balances in the news, and how the Supreme Court said this and President Obama didn't like that, or the legislative branch won't approve President Obama's Supreme Court nomination, that Garland fellow. It's there, and if you need help finding an article, you can either ask your parents, or just you can ask me at the end of a virtual lesson. I'm sure I could go, okay, Google something, be like, all right, article, here's for you. Tell me how it's related. I'm here to help. But regardless, U.S. government's the name of the game in this chapter, and I'm here to help if you need it. Go ahead and move on to your vocabulary for this chapter. Vocabulary is pretty telling of what we're talking about in the chapter. So if you have a pretty good grasp of the vocabulary by the end of the day today, you'll have a pretty good grasp of what we're learning for the next couple days, really. Alright, have a wonderful day. Let me know if you need anything.